I might need to move to Atlantis.
How Zidane's counter-attack exposed Koeman. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1, a tactical analysis. For cheap, good quality football jerseys, go over to www.jerseyfifa.com. A link will be left in the description and use code atlantisfootball for 5% off. Before I get into the analysis, just give me 30 seconds to tell you about the OneFootball app, because this is the app I use to keep up to date with the latest circulating transfer rumours, and I find the match section on the app incredibly useful as well, as they have stats from matches from pretty much every league in the world, which is great for keeping up to date with the league's teams and players that you aren't able to watch as much as you would like. If you like this channel, you'll definitely love this app, and you'll be helping to support the channel directly, so click the link in the description to get the OneFootball app. So from the start of the game, Zidane used a 4-5-1 system with Courtois in goal, a back four of Lucas Vazquez and Ferland Mendy at fullback, with Militao and Nacho the centre-backs. Casemiro sat in front of them with Kroos and Modric either side, as Vinicius started from the left of midfield, Valverde from the right, and Benzema played as a centre-forward. Ronald Koeman started with a 3-4-3 system with Ter Stegen in goal, Mingueza, Arejo and Langley the three centre-backs, Busquets and De Jong as a double pivot in midfield, with Alba and Dest the wing-backs. Messi and Pedri played as the attacking midfielders, in behind Dembele, who started as a centre-forward. From the start of the game, we did see Zidane's side press Barcelona's 3-4-3 possession shape from the build-up in a man-to-man 4-1-4-1 shape high up the pitch, with Kroos and Modric pushing up the field to apply pressure to Busquets and De Jong, with Vazquez also pushing up on the right flank, ready to press Alba if Barca tried to beat the Madrid press with a lofted pass out to the wing-back. However, Real Madrid wouldn't sustain this aggressive press. When Barca played through their defensive third, Real would drop off into a deep 4-1-4-1 shape, not engaging Barcelona until they reached their own half. Valverde on the right side of midfield would drop deeper than Vinicius on the left in order to track the forward runs of Alba down the left flank. This often resulted in Real Madrid dropping into a temporary 5-4-1 shape when Alba moved forward and Valverde dropped deep with the run. It was clear that Zidane did this as Barcelona's 3-4-2-1 became a 3-2-4-1, with Alba and Dest advancing high up the pitch and De Jong and Busquets holding deeper midfield positions. By instructing Valverde to track Alba's run religiously, Real were able to go man-to-man with Barcelona's front five, as we see Valverde's wider position enabled Lucas to take up a narrower position alongside Pedri, closing off the half space, with Nacho, the left-sided centre-back of the two, able to do the same to Messi, whilst Militao picked up the central Dembele. With Valverde having dropped into a deep position, it was up to Modric to move forward in order to press Langley on this left side. You can clearly see that Zidane's 4-1-4-1 defensive system was set up to go man-to-man with Barcelona's 3-4-2-1 possession shape, which was why we saw Real fall into a back five at times as Valverde followed Alba. Whilst Barcelona's possession style was methodical and focused on retaining possession, Madrid's was based a lot more on direct vertical passes to transition the attack quickly. Barcelona attempted to press Madrid high from their build-up in a man-to-man press, with Dembele and Messi ready to press Madrid's centre-backs and Pedri pushing up onto Casemiro, with Busquets and De Jong behind pushing up onto Modric and Kroos, seeing Barcelona press in a 3-4-1-2 shape. However, Madrid weren't married to the idea of playing out from the back, and we often saw them go long straight from Courtois to avoid Barcelona's press completely. This saw the game fall into a predictable pattern of play, with Barcelona dominating possession and Madrid sitting fairly deep and compact, allowing Barca to have the ball and looking to counter-attack quickly when they won the ball back. This can be seen with Madrid's opening goal. Real win the ball back in their defensive third and Barcelona's midfielder pushed high up the pitch. When the ball gets switched out to Valverde, instead of looking for a simple pass to retain possession, he drives forward with the ball. Busquets and De Jong are caught high up the pitch and Busquets doesn't have the pace to get over to close Valverde down, which forces Alba to commit. Valverde drifts past him and is now running at the Barcelona back line. Lucas Vazquez is able to run off Alba, who stepped out to Valverde, overlaps down the right, and Valverde plays the ball out to him perfectly, and Vazquez's low cross is also perfect, and Benzema shows how good his movement is by making that quick darting run to the near post ahead of Arejo, and then flicking the ball into the near post pass to Stegen to give Madrid the lead. Neither side were really able to create a lot of chances throughout the first 30 minutes, as seen as Madrid had an expected goals rate of around 0.36 while scoring 2 goals, as Barcelona had created just 0.1 expected goals, despite probably having about 60% of possession in that same period. This was because Barcelona were moving the ball far too slowly, and Real Madrid sat deep and compact, closing closing off the half spaces, which was where Pedri and Messi were positioned, with Barcelona looking to work the ball into them. As the half went on, the pattern of the game didn't change, with Barcelona still controlling the ball, with Madrid happy to retreat into the defensive third. So in order to get on the ball, we saw Pedri dropping in front of the Madrid midfield, hoping to draw Casemiro out and create space in between the lines for Messi and De Jong to move into. With Madrid's midfield line sitting so deep, this left Longley and Menguiza, the two wide centre-backs in the back three, with a lot of time on the ball, and this was probably deliberate thinking from Zidane to leave the space here, as these two are probably Barcelona's least creative in terms of forward passing ability, so having them on the ball making passes was a lot better than De Jong or Busquets having this time and space. As I suggested in my Chelsea transfer series, which will be linked in the description, having creative passers in those wide centre-back positions in the back three can completely level up a side's offensive system. If Barcelona had this type of defender that I was suggesting for Chelsea in those positions, it would have maybe forced Madrid to close down these players quicker, and therefore would have opened up space between their defence and midfield lines for players like Pedri and Messi to receive the ball in. Real Madrid's shape in possession was very fluid, as when Barca dropped off, this allowed Madrid to retain possession in the middle third, and we'd see them pick up some sort of a 2-5-2-1 shape, with Modric and Kroos dropping deep in midfield to get on the ball, which would then allow Casemiro on occasion to push forward between the lines, with Vinicius moving into a more central position, looking to make diagonal runs in between the centre-backs as he did for the first goal against Liverpool, which then allowed Benzema to drop deep from the forward line into the space behind De Jong and Busquets in order to receive the ball and link the play. But when Real were able to regain possession in their own half from a turnover, the high positions of the Barcelona midfield and wing-backs gave them the space to counter into, with the central midfield playing quick vertical passes into Vinicius, who would be ready to dart forward when the chance came. Here we can see that Vinicius is able to dribble past the Barcelona midfield line, knock the ball around Menguiza and dribble the ball to the edge of the Barcelona box before knocking the ball into the box, but being taken down just outside, which gave Toni Kroos a free kick, from which he shot was deflected past ter Stegen to make it 2-0. In the second half, Koeman did make tactical and personnel changes, with Griezmann coming on for Dest and Barca moving away from the 3 at the back system to a 2-3-4-1 shape in possession, as Alba pushed forward a lot more than Menguiza on the right, allowing Pedri and Messi to take up central positions in the half spaces, as Griezmann pushed into a centre forward position from the left, with Dembele now being deployed on the right, as in the first half a lot of Barcelona's attacks broke down because Dembele was unable to hold on to the ball or work it into another player around the box when he received it. However, on the right flank, Dembele didn't have much joy either. He was left 1v1 against Mendy, and Real were very diligent in their defending, with Vinicius dropping to create a 2v1 situation against Dembele, nullifying Barca's attack from the right side. Barca did get one back with a move from the opposite side, with Messi threading the ball down the line for Alba, who puts in a terrific low cross to the edge of the 6-yard box, where Menguiza has made a run into, with Vinicius not tracking his run from deep, and a youngster connected first time to guide the ball into the corner past Courtois. With Barcelona tasked with breaking down Madrid in their deep, compact 5-4-1 defensive shape, a lot of the ball progression into the box came down the left with Alba and Messi. Real Madrid was still looking threatening when they broke quickly with a vertical ball into Benzema, who would drop deep to link the attack, or through Vinicius' runs in behind the high Barcelona back line. Vinicius was excellent all game, not just his attacking interplay down the left, which allowed him to get in behind Menguiza multiple times, but also his defensive work rate to drop back and double up on Dembele with Mendy on that right flank. I thought Barcelona lacked movement in the final third. I would have liked to see Koeman push Menguiza forward more down the right side to overlap Dembele, who didn't seem to be able to beat Ferland Mendy in those one-on-one situations when he got the opportunity. But overall, Madrid deserved the victory, recording an XG of 1.65 to Barcelona's 1.16. Their aim was to sit deep and close up the space between the lines, which halted Barcelona's ability to progress the ball through the centre of the pitch with Rodri and Messi. Sitting deep also negated Dembele's threat in behind when he was at centre forward, which forced Barcelona down the flanks. The decision to use Valverde as a temporary wing-back out of possession was a genius move from Zidane, as this stopped Alba having so much space overlapping as he would have had if Real Madrid had used the back four. Barcelona still looked devoid of the same pressing ability and the ability to open up defensive units as you would expect, and still seem over-reliant on Messi to work the ball into the final third and then create from these positions. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, remember to subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you get notified when my videos come out, and check out some of my other videos in the description, like my analysis of Manchester United v Tottenham and PSG v Bayern Munich.